Oh, hey there. It's cold up here. We've been averaging about minus 19 during the day and about 32 below. It's been colder, but average about 32 below at night. And, we're middle of February. Not everybody's doing it, but there's people are starting to calve and lamb. Hopefully they've got barns and stuff like that. I always liked lambing and calving a little bit later, kind of about middle to the end of April is when we'd start. Didn't have to put too many in the barn that way, and at least you knew if you had a big storm come through, it wasn't going to last long. You could handle it. You might have to drag, if you were in the middle of calving, you might have to drag 20, 30 calves through the barn, get them warmed up and going. Same thing with lambing. They'd come in for a little bit, but it wouldn't be long, and they'd be up, and the sun is out, and things are melting off. Things go good. You got to worry about them falling in puddles maybe a little more, but that cold weather, boy, that's tough. When you're seeing that new life getting out on the ground, boy, your heart's in your throat all the time. And that's kind of where this one come from. For all of you out there that are starting to calve or lamb, anybody that's grown up doing this, you'll be able to recognize some of the feelings on this. So I'll call this the walk. What on earth is that noise? It's such an aggravating sound. Well, that would be my own alarm. It says it's time for the 3 o'clock rounds. I swing my legs up out of bed. My socks are on my feet. I left them on intentionally when I first laid down to sleep. Shuffle off to the mudroom across those squeaky beams and slide my long john-covered legs into boots and barnyard jeans. Tie that silk rag around my neck and pull my winter cap down tight, open up the mudroom door and step out into the night where those stars are blazing brilliant high up in the winter skies. I stare up at the heavens while my nose hairs crystallize. Well, the walk along that frozen path does not require the light. See, I've got the darn thing memorized because I walk it every night. While I shuffle half asleep, I'm filled with a sense of dread as I listen to those frozen pens, and I wonder what's ahead. There's could be a mama talking soft and low. That could mean a new one on the ground. Did she drop him on the straw bed or on that frozen puddle to drown? Is he laying in the snowy corner with frozen tail and ears, or maybe wandering round and sucking on legs because nobody really cares? There could be one that's backwards, and that'll keep me up till dawn. Or, God forbid, a set of twins. Man, that list goes on and on. The only thing that could be worse, well, maybe just the same, as if there's nothing happening and I just lost sleep again. Shh, don't rattle that gate chain to open it. Just kind of quietly climb over the gate. There's a pen of orphans in the barn there. You sure don't want to wake. I shuffle around between the groaning beasts. They don't get up anymore. They just lay there chewing on their cud. Me, they just ignore. Ouch! Oh, stub my toe hard there on that shiny frozen turd. Just a quick vocabulary lesson there on the use of discouraging words. Squeeze between the bodies as the steam's rising in my light. Well, I guess I should be thankful. It's just another quiet night. I walk back up that frozen trail and step back in the house. I shut the door and pull my boots off, just quiet as a mouse. Grab a quick snack from the fridge that my darling leaves for me. Scribble on that whiteboard. All good. 3:30. Then I pull my socks off in the bedroom. See, that's my own little trick to prove later this morning that I didn't miss this check. Slide under the warm blankets and try hard not to wake my wife and say a quick prayer, and I thank him for the way I live my life, for another peaceful calving night. And stars so high above, and warm beds waiting, and a wife I really love. Oh, what is that noise? Such an aggravating sound. Well, that would be my own alarm. It says it's time for the 6 o'clock rounds. Good luck in calving this year.